as a quarterback, did you go through a period where your confidence was shaken, and if so?
As a player?
As a player, yes.
I don't think so. I didn't have as much to worry about as they have today. We didn't have that many plays, and we just went and played this. Had the same offense every week. I mean, we had meetings back then. We just go practice. I guess we had a meeting sometime, but we didn't have much. I mean, we roll out, the guy runs an out, every now and then running out and up. I mean, wasn't a lot going on back then. Todd had that run and shoot. He had a lot more meetings and so forth.
So did you ever have a bad game?
Oh, yeah, I had some bad games. I don't think I had some games I could have done a lot better, put it that way. Certainly.
Steve, Auburn has Michael Dyer, big physical running back, but do you think that this defense getting to practice against Marcus every week has prepared them for a guy like Dyer?
Well, I hope so. I hope our defense is coming around to what we thought it was going to be in preseason, and certainly last week it was. In fact, that's the most dominant defensive performance since I've been here 7 years. So if we can get close to that, most of these games, we certainly have a chance.
When a quarterback struggles, is it a coach's responsibility to maybe get him going in the right direction again?
Exactly. When the quarterback and the offense struggles, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, the offensive line coach, the receiver coach, we all struggle. We're all a big part of whatever happens with the offense. So that's why I don't think many of us were very happy the other night, because our phase of the game didn't perform well. But we're really, really happy for the defense. Really happy. Special teams are playing well. That's my phase also. So two out of three, man, did okay. All right, Josh, what you got?
Two-parter-ish. What do you think about the season Antonio Allen is having? And secondly, that spur position from an offensive coach's perspective, is it difficult to game plan against a guy like Allen who can move around various places?
Yeah, I think so. And Antonio, well, he and Melvin, gee, the balls are attracted to them right now, and they have a knack of running into the balls. And that play the other night was sort of interesting. Clowney knocks it out, and Antonio scoops it up, and Melvin's chasing, and he fumbles it to Melvin. And, the guys that are getting their hands on the ball, and the guys creating problems for the quarterback. Same as the Georgia game, almost exactly those three guys. So we got some playmakers on defense. There's no question about that, and hopefully that will continue throughout the year. But Antonio is an excellent pass rusher also. We haven't used him that much yet, but I'm sure we're going to sneak him in there a little bit occasionally.
Stephen, now that it's official that Texas A&M is joining the league, what do you know about them? Have you ever coached against them, and what do you know about their program?
Never been to Texas A&M. Lynn, have you been there?
No, sir.
Anybody here ever been there? Been there? But it's a big stadium. I think it's 90,000. Tremendous tradition. Home of the 12th man. I know that. I see the sign on their wall there when we see some game tapes of A&M and whoever. And, of course, watch the A&M Texas game. Seems like they used to play every Friday, Thanksgiving weekend, and so forth. But they're a big-time school and should fit well into the SEC. I still don't know how we're going to do the 13 teams, but the commissioner says we're going to work it out. So we have confidence he'll get it worked out.
Steve, getting back to Michael Dyer, just talk about specifically what problems he presents your defense.
He's a good running back. He's one of the best in the conference, in the country, and they're going to run him a bunch. We know that. They're going to run him a lot more maybe than certainly they did last year with Cam Newton back there. The quarterback's not a real runner. I think he can run a little bit here and there, but Dyer is their main guy. So got to stop him. Got to stop the run game no matter who you play.
Steve, about running backs, with Marcus here, Dyer there, Trent Richardson, Alabama, is it just a cycle now where the teams near the top of the conference are relying on those kind of solid runners as opposed to, the passing game maybe when you were in Florida in
Well, it is a little different. In fact, Florida now is leading the conference in rush offense. We're not leading like we were last week. I think Florida rushed for over 400 against Kentucky. So, yeah, teams are running for more than they're throwing, which is a little unusual, but that's the way it is here. Some other places they're still throwing for a lot more. But anyway, that's, I think the run game has come back. When you look at Oregon and some of those fast-paced offensive teams, they're actually maybe running a little bit more than they're throwing.
Steve, you said you wanted to work on hiding your plays from other teams
Yeah.
better. Have you had some indication that folks are stealing your signs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've not done a very good job hiding our signals. When you call it at the line of scrimmage, sometimes you wait and see if the other guys are yelling something. And they haven't been yelling anything, but yeah, we haven't done a good job of hiding. So we had 2 guys signaling last week, and of course we had Buster looking at the wrong signal man a couple times. So it's going up. I was a freshman. Why didn't you go out on that? That was a pass was to you. I thought I was supposed to block to the left. You're looking at the wrong signal man. So stuff can happen. So you have to just keep working on it. Keep working on it. Yeah.
Do folks actively try to steal signals every game? Is that something y'all do? Is that just common practice, or?
Well, if the other guy just stands right out there and shows you signals, yeah, sure, it's helpful. Oh, you got to always worry about that. And maybe we've not worried about as much as we should have, so we're trying to be conscious of that.